just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, number 68. What do we have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And Robles spoils it. He stays alive. Base hit center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And the righty deals. And that one ripped to left. And foul ball. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. In the air, center field. Friedel has a beat on it. Makes the catch. One down. Now the catcher up to hit. Cal Raleigh. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Robles runs on the ground to the left, and it finds its way through for a hit to third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need.
Fair ball. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mariners. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
He was all over that one. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Raleigh, the runner at third. Arozarena over at second with 1 down. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In comes the runner from third, and they take a 2-run lead. Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. That one fouled off. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to France. Out number 2, and another run comes in. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. That one's in there. 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors. Back here at Great American Ballpark. And towing the slab in this one, Logan Gilbert.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot. The
throw is low, and he can't pick it. And at first, Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And here it comes. And down on strikes he goes. And there's 1 away.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Steer. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right-hander kicks, deals. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around third, here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want. In the air, left field, down the line. Rosarena snags it on the run. Tag, not in time. He's safe. It's 3-2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Fought off foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
2 outs. A swing and a soft liner. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and here is J.P. Crawford. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The 0-2. Here's a high chopper. Bare hand grab, throws to first in time. 1 out in the second.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
Rojas goes 6'1", 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And it's through for a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Left-hand hitter Wade ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Robles makes the play, and there's 1 down. Now the third baseman. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. The Reds down by a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Got him. 1 gone here.
Well, caught him looking on that fourth pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Wilmeryt stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. Back here in Cincinnati, Jonathan Indy at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Gilbert back to work. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. That one fouled off. And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. Foul ball there.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And now the DH, Tyler Stevenson. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. That one. 0-2 now. Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Turner. That ends the frame. Back here at Great American Ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Luke Raley. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Wow, short work to sit in the packet to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate. Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Turner at first, 1 gone. Hard hit, knocks it down. Safe at first as they can't make the play. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. Brings it in.
The batter.
Here's Josh Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
And a foul ball. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. This to third, and that one handled. Whips it to first, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Spencer Steer. Swing at a ball popped up. Polanco settles under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, T.J. Friedl drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Popped up. Rojas in position. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. To the right side, Polanco. On to first.
Out.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. Out to short, De La Cruz. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Oh, we talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Got it by him for the K. And 1, 2, 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, Jake Fraley. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. And it stays fair. And now it gets into the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Nice line drive to the pole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up. In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Hammered. And this one could be extra bases. The run comes in from second. Back even. It's 3-3. And he's got a double.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat. Driving in the run with the 2-bagger. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Rodriguez grabs it on the run. To second with the throw and no chance to get back. It's a double play. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Jonathan India. That's towards center. Rodriguez settles under it. He makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Run-scoring double here for the Reds. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching top 6. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Right through there for a strike.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Liner caught at second.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Fraley should have it. Squeezes it. And now for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Up the middle, De La Cruz. And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next is the designated hitter, Tyler Stevenson. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Out to short. Crawford. Fires to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Spencer Steer. Next offering. Pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Rodriguez raging back towards the wall, and it hits the base of the wall, and that's a 2-out double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Ty France. On the ground to third. Rojas throws on to first. And that is the... Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the top of the 7th. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford.
0-1.
The pitch. Just off the outside edge. 1-1. Right through there for a strike. The 1-2. Stays alive. Righty delivers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a ground ball to first. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
In the air out to center. Oh, nice play.
Man, that feels so good when you can win a battle like that. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit, and fouled off. And the right-hander deals on the ground. Nice stop from his knees, the throw, and they get the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 4-3.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag to tag, fielder catches it, but a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Back here at Great American Ballpark, set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Lifted in the air down the left side, and just foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one fouled off. Fly ball to right. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Luke Mailey. He was late there. Strike one.
Oh, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
On the ground, right side. Polanco tosses to first. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the eighth. And now, Randy Arozarena.
0-1.
That's hard hit on the line. Friedel snags it, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Ripped on a line. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, taken for third. The relay, he's in there.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Kicks and deals. On the ground left side, 6. Boots it. De La Cruz over to second, and he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Crawford, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That's to third. To second, India. And that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gregory Santos.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game,
this one swung on and hit well, way back there, and that's a fair ball, and that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Golden opportunity, plenty of time to first, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up.
That's ripped into the outfield. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. In to score from third. All tied again, 5-5.
Such great concentration.
They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, number 59. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. Run comes in from second, and it's 6-5.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
On the ground to third, Rojas. Tags the runner for 1. Over to first, safe. In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. 1 for 3. This one in the air, center field. Polanco makes the grab, and that's the inning. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full, it's the Reds. Santiago taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game.
Oh, diving stop from his backside, but he beats it. Nice try defensively, great hustle, and the tying run is on. Substitution being made at first. On the pinch run for Seattle, Leonardo Rivas.
Number 76.
No ball.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one. On the first, double play.
Well, it's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Fought off foul. And now the 0-1. That's in there. Santiago is just one strike away. Now, that finishes the evening's action.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the eighth and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the ninth. Excellent job of securing